Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm going live today. Let me just sort out my clothing. Don't know about you, but I love wearing roll necks, especially in the winter, but I can never get them straight. Probably because of my odd shoulder blades. So I'm going to wait for you all to come on. Shall I put some jewellery on my... I got a load of jewellery in the Black Friday sales as well. Let me just see what I can put on. What will match? What will match? I'm here. I'm just bending off screen if anyone comes on. Right, I'll just wait for a minute and see if anybody joins me. And I will put some earrings on. I shall put some earrings on now. Which ones do I fancy wearing and which ones will match my outfit for the day? They don't have to match, of course, but it would be nice if they do. So, is anyone going to join me? There's another pair that I like. Those will go very nicely. So while I'm waiting for you to join me, I shall put my earrings in. I keep meaning to get some studs because I actually had 2 piercings when I was a teenager. And I never used a second piercing, but I feel like growing old disgracefully. Alright, if nobody comes, I'm just going to get going in a minute. But let me put these earrings in while I'm waiting. These earrings are from Marks and Spencer's and they go with this outfit perfectly. Look at this. And I'm not going anywhere. I just fancy cheering myself up. All dressed up with nowhere to go. That sounded like a Christmas carol. All dressed up with nowhere to go. Perhaps it matches a bit too much, but never mind. Is anyone going to join me? Okay, I'm just going to get started. Right, I've been pretty wowed by, I bought, in the Good Friday deals, I bought the IT Today Special Value, and I am pretty wowed by it. Now, the other thing I'm going to do... Oh, someone's joined me at last. Hello, whoever you are. I'm just going to put some Glow Plexion on as my primer. Is this too light now? I think this is too light. Let's put it on the second. That looks a bit more realistic, doesn't it? Let me know if you want it lighter, but I think it was a bit too bright before. I'm going to put some Glow Plexion on. Oh, they've gone. I frightened them away. Oh well, sorry, I won't do that next time you join me. I'll just ignore the fact that someone's joined me. Right, so I'm going to put on the Studio 10 Glow Plexion, and what I thought I'd do today is, even if you can't join me, look, I'm just going to keep going because some of you will watch me later on. So what I thought I'd do today is, there's been quite a few, I know a few of you that follow me are into Charlotte Tilbury, and she's got quite a few Black Friday deals, and I thought I could swatch you some of those and tell you a little bit about that and put my makeup on and yeah, take it from there really. So that's the Glow Plexion on. Now I'm going to use this new foundation that I got from the Today Special Value on QVC, and I love it. It may just be my new favourite foundation. It's a CC IT Cosmetics cream, and it just looks so natural, and yet it covers up all my hyperpigmentation. So I am a very happy bunny, and I've forgotten the name of the person who joined me that's from Essex, and I'm just trying to think of her name. When she comes up, I'll know who it is. advising me on the colour to get, and you were spot on. It's a perfect colour for me. This one is medium tan, so they obviously come up a bit light because I think this would probably be medium in a lot of other brands. So this is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Also, so it's got a factor 50 sunscreen in it. It also, nobody told me this, it smells gorgeous. I'm trying to work out what it smells of, but it smells yummy. Can somebody that's got it tell me what this smells of? Because it's gonna bug me. It does smell lovely, but it's not like the smell that you'd get from Huda foundation that's sort of a bit overpowering. It's just got a beautiful smell. Now I've got a little bit more, so I'm going to dab that over this thing which refuses to go away now. And I'm going to dab some over here. And it just feels so moisturising. It's just fantastic foundation. I am now an IT CC cream convert. Look at that for covering up hyperpigmentation. What a good job that's done. So, if you have any questions while I'm live, do let me know. Otherwise, just enjoy watching. Now, the other thing that was in the TSV was the powder. And the powder, again, is really good. It's called Bye Bye Pores, but it's got illumination in it. But it's not like a highlighter. So it's just going to set your foundation, but without making you look powdery. And it's really good. But before I do that, now, will I be able to get this lid off? I'm going to use Magic Away Concealer. Now, I'm going to be showing you some of the products that are available on Charlotte's Black Friday deals. But if you've got a lot of the things she's doing are in sets. So it's good if you need a set of something and you haven't got those items. But if there's a particular thing that you want, then you are better, if you're in the UK, going over to John Lewis. Because at the moment, John Lewis has got 15% off all Charlotte Tilbury items. And I've got to give you an absolutely stunning bargain of the week, Charlotte Tilbury bargain of the week. So you will remember a few weeks ago, I told you about Charlotte's Magic Skincare Trio. Now, I am going to show you that. So this is the Magic Skincare Trio. And it has got in it, it's called the Gift of Magic Skin. And it has got a magic cream, travel size. It has a magic eye rescue, which is full size. And it has a magic night cream, travel size. Now, her eye cream, I can't remember if it's £40 or £45 normally to get the full size. So basically, she was selling this on her site for £55, and there is about £100 worth of products in it. But even better, John Lewis have got 15% off. So you can buy it for £44, which is less than the eye cream on its own. So this is the bargain of the week if you use Charlotte Tilbury Skincare. Okay, right. Now, I have put on the Magic Away Concealer. While there's nobody here, I'm just going to grab the Magic Away Concealer in the darker shade of 6, just to do a bit of touch-up correction on the rest of my face. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, This one is shade 6, and I'm just going to use this to go back over that thing on my head, and a little bit on this cheek. Is there anything coming out of this? Come on. I might need to get another one of these soon. It's difficult to tell how long it lasts. So I kind of tend to use 5 under my eyes and 6 for around my face, but as it gets to winter and my skin gets paler, I will switch. So, which is a shame because 6 is actually being used up quicker. So anyway, so let me set that now with this Bye Bye Pores. I'm going to try it under my eyes. I'll just get myself a brush, and please let me know if you have any questions, or if there is a particular product you've seen from Charlotte Tilbury in the sale and you'd like me to swatch it, then let me know. So I'm just going to go under my eyes with this Bye Bye Pores illuminating powder, and that's looking okay. I had a feeling it would. It seems like quite a good consistency. And then down my nose. I'll probably set this all over, to be honest. I probably should have used a bigger brush. And let me just use it with this in places where I've actually got pores. You can see here I've got a few pores on my cheek. I used to have very large pores, especially on my nose, but I think as we age, I have looked after my skin, but I think as we age it kind of, they get smaller. I'm just going to quickly, because this doesn't actually take the shine off, so it's good because you can set your entire face without it losing that kind of glow. Let me just quickly do another bit there. So I'm dabbing inward. I was telling someone about this morning. To dab inward, and then it goes into your lines. It's a great way of setting concealer. Okay, enough of that. So that is CC Cream and IT. So that's part of the today's special value. The Tight Line Mascara is fantastic as well. But the next thing I wanted to get on to using was the Instant Look in a Palette Smoky Eye, which is also reduced at the moment on Charlotte Tilbury's website. And one of the reasons that I put this outfit on, because I thought it would go with my makeup. See, I match my outfit to my makeup, not the other way around. Right, let me get some brushes. Brushes. What have I done with my brush bag? It's right in front of me. Oh, don't you hate it when you get those tiny little hairs around your nose and they tickle your nose? Right, so this is Smoky Eye Beauty. So Charlotte has got this on offer at the moment for, she's got this on offer with 30, I think it's 33% off. So it's probably the cheapest that you'll ever get this, or any product, because you've got a bronze and glow, you've got 3 eyeshadows, and you've got a swish and pop cheek to cheek. And it's something like £30 odd at the moment. I should have checked the price. But you've got... Hello, Sarah! Right, I tell you what, this one, Bye Bye Pores, is really good. Really good at covering. They've got an original one. You might not want the illuminating one. They've got an original one. But check for offers. Have a look on QVC, because QVC do a lot of offers. The today's special value's gone now, but the QVC Bye Bye Pores, you might not want the illuminating one. If you do, it just means that it will give you a little bit more glow. But this does actually really help to kind of cover them. The other thing is good primer. There's a good drugstore primer called Baby Skin by Maybelline, and that's got silicone in. So if you put that on over, it's about £5 in Boots. If you put that on over where the pores are, it will just cover them up because it's got silicone, so it will fill it in. So that's the drugstore version of the one that Benefit do, which is called Porefessional. Both are pretty good. And then there's the Daniel Sandler primer, and he's going to have 30% off on Black Friday. So he's definitely worth looking at. His has got silicone in it as well, so they will cover pores up. All right. So I'm going to use this Smoky Eye Beauty. Now, as I said, it's about £30, but you get 3 eyeshadows. You get a massive mirror there. You get a Bronze and Glow. You get a blusher. And you can also use this in other ways, which I shall show you in a minute. So let me just blend that out. And I was meaning to get my eye brushes, wasn't I? So I'm going to do a smoky eye with this smoky eye kit so that you can see what it looks like. Now, I mean, £30 is still not cheap, but it's going to be the cheapest I think you'll get a Charlotte Tilbury product for. Because her eyeshadows, quads, are £39. Now, obviously, you're only getting 3 eyeshadows in here, but nearly the same. So those would be £39. Her Bronze and Glow is £49, and her Cheek to Cheek is £30, and you're getting the whole thing for about £30 odd at the moment. So if you like these colours, have a look, see what you think once I put them on. So first of all, I am going to put on, and they're all numbered, by the way, to help you. So if it's Sarah that's still watching me, by the way, you probably can't see it because I've used up, when you start using it, you can't see it, but it says 1 prime, 2 enhance, 3 smoke, then it's got the swish and pop, it's got it written on them, so you kind of can't go wrong. So I'm going to use, first of all, this prime shade, and I will put this over my entire lid, like so. Now, I use this as well to line my eyes, and I can use it on my brows. So not only do you get an eyeshadow, a blusher, a highlighter, a bronzer, you also get an eyeliner, and I also use it on my brows. So it's pretty good. And I'll show you how in a while. So this is the prime shade going on. As I said, the reason I'm doing this, for those of you that may have joined me, is because this is in Charlotte's Black Friday sale at the moment. So in case you wanted to see what it looks like. And then I shall put a little bit of that. No, I won't put the prime shade under. And then I'm going to go in with the enhanced shade, which is this one in the middle. And I'm going to put that in the socket. Really easy, and potentially you can have a really natural daytime look, or you can smoke it up in the evening by using the black. And this will match anything really. As you can see, it's sort of quite neutral shades, so it will go with anything that you're wearing. You know, some eyeshadow and face kits are great, but they're pinks, or they're sort of warmer, reddy, orangey tones. This one will go with anything. And then I'm going to take this. Now, this is a little trick with these taupey shades. If you take it with a smudge brush and take it underneath, not only does it define your eyes a bit more, but if you're like me and you have that little bit of darkness underneath your eyes, what this does is it just kind of makes it look like it's supposed to be there by making it uniform all the way. And I'm going to use that as well on the top and just smoke that out. Now, I say I use this as an eyeliner, but you can also, I'm going to show you this as well in a minute. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I can't use black eyeshadow. I mean, you could potentially put black all over your lids if you want to be brave. But if I just pop some in the corner there, like that with the smudge brush, these blend out really well. If I just pop that there and then get a blending brush, you will see that it blends out beautifully. And it doesn't look like it's really stark black. It just helps to kind of define the eye a little bit more. So it sort of blends out to grey. Or you can build it up if you're going out for the evening and you want black. You can do that as well. But the thing that I use it for, once I've done this, I'll show you. Because the trick that I've used before in terms of stamping works really well with this eyeshadow. So it's quite, I would say, it's a very versatile, of all the instant looking palettes. I have to say Beauty Glow was my favourite, which isn't available anymore. But, and this probably doesn't look that inspiring when you look at the eyeshadow shades, but it is the most versatile that I own, because I'm going to show you how you can use it on your brows. And not only if you've got my eyebrows, okay, you can use it on your eyebrows as well. But before I do that, I'm going to get a liner brush and show you how it looks stunning as an eyeliner, especially if you have got hooded lids. Okay, so if you take a liner brush, this is a Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner brush, but if you take one, it doesn't have to be angled, although angled helps. It needs to be stiff and flat like that so that you can press it against the eyelid. So I just take that and dip the end in there, and then I just pull this out so that I can get right underneath. I go along and I tuck this underneath, and it gives you such a natural black line. So much easier to do. I'll do one eye so that you can see. So much easier to do than any black eye pencil, and a lot more flattering if you have got slightly saggy lids, which I have, or hooded lids. See, and so you can dot that along and you can build it up as much as you want. Now, can you see? I'm sure you can see the difference now between those two eyes. And yet that's all been done with that eyeshadow there. Okay? So it really, and it just looks like I've spent ages doing my eyeliner. I'm just going to do the other side. So just pull it tight, and what you're aiming to do is to get that brush and tuck it under, so where the lash meets the lid, and give it a wiggle. You're stamping, you're not trying to draw a line. That's the other thing. It doesn't really matter about having steady hands, because you're not trying to draw a line, you're just stamping it, and stamp and sort of wiggle it to get it as close to that lash line as possible. I think I'll put more on the other side, so let me just, because I was showing you how to build it up. So you can just come up a bit further if you want to do more. And then you need to try and link it up, otherwise it looks a little bit dark. But the good thing with this angled thing is then you just take the angled brush, and so that it's pointing like that, just tuck it under there and do that. Okay, so I've got a tiny little flick and tuck it under there. Well, let me know how you get on, Sarah, if you're going to give it a try. It is good. Can you see how it just adds that definition? All right, I'll do my mascara in a minute, but I just also, now, here is how you can use this palette with for your brows as well. So, you know, if you're thinking, oh, £30, I'm not trying to sell you, I'm just telling you how versatile it is. And if you're tempted, then you will get, you know, a lot of use out of this. So even if you've got light brows, you can use this shade or this shade mixed with this shade. Maybe not that one actually, because it's got a bit of shimmer in it. But this shade is very, very light. So if you've got a light brow, you can use that. It's very similar to the IT Cosmetics brow powder. Or if you've got darker lids like me, you can mix these two together, or if you've got really dark lids, you can use that one on its own. So what I tend to do is I take the liner brush and I mix these two shades together, and then short strokes, and I do my brows with it. And again, it looks quite natural because it's just a powder. And if you want to make sure it stays and doesn't wear off, just use a clear gel afterwards to set it. So I'm mixing the two again. And if you've got fairer brows, just use the one in the middle. They're both matte shades, so it will work. And just make sure it's a light touch. You don't want to press too hard when you're doing the brows. See? So that doesn't look like I've got overdrawn brows, but I've got a real hole there that's really annoying me. Doesn't look like, it looks like there's quite a bit missing from that bit. Let me just... That's a bit better. See? Natural brows. So the next thing is I will go in with the Bronze and Glow. I'll move on to mascara in a minute, okay? I just want to stick with this palette. So Bronze and Glow, where is my... There we go. So first of all, you can use this to sculpt with. Now, this bronzer is quite light, I think, but let's see. This is going to be better for fairer skin, but it still shows up enough on mine. If not, I can mix it with this one. Never let anyone convince you that because something says an eyeshadow, you can't use it on your cheeks and vice versa. What you've got to bear in mind is it matte? If you're going to sculpt, then you want something that's matte, really. And that is a matte eyeshadow. So it's no different. It's just been marketed as an eyeshadow, but it's no different to what they would market as a sculpt shade. And then I'll mix those two again. Now, I'm not that worried if it comes out subtle, because the blusher is going to give me a bit more definition. Now, is this the one? I'm trying to think whether this was the one that's First Love. I think it is. Yes, this is the one that's First Love blush. And that is my favourite blush. Oh, I'm going to put that on in a minute. And again, if you've got fair skin, it's a wonderful blush. But if you haven't, your skin tone is like mine, don't worry too much, because it does give you, I find it just gives a lovely definition. And this one here is Bar of Gold. It doesn't look like it in this light. I'm trying. Yeah, it's not really showing up. Let me just, but it is actually Bar of Gold. This one at the end here. Can you see that? So it's a lovely highlighter. And then I'm going to pop some of that up here, just under the brow with my fingers. And I'll put, with my pinky, I'll pop some in here, just to open up the eye. And then I'll put some down the middle, just to highlight the centre of my face. And then I'll get a big bronzing brush, and with the bronzer, and I'll perhaps mix a bit of those two shades again. So this shade and this shade, because I'm darker. If you're fairer, you'll be fine. Just bronze around a little bit, just to warm up my face. And I don't have to do too much sculpting underneath today, because I have a roll neck on, which sculpts my face for me. And before I move away from that, I'm going to take this one. I don't mind it being lighter for this. So I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just going to sculpt my nose. And I'm not going to sculpt the bottom, because I've got a short nose, and if you don't go around the bottom, then it lengthens it. And a little bit of highlighter getting down the middle. Okay, so that is, oh no, I haven't done the swish and pop. So let me do the swish, which is this one, and I think you'll see this is my favourite blush of Charlotte Tilbury's, because you can use it every day, you can build it up, it just looks natural, it looks like your cheeks but better. And then the pop, okay, let me turn this light back on. It's so dark here today, I just can't get the lighting right. I just can't, that's a bit better. Right. So, moving on now, I want to show you the IT Cosmetics Tight Line Mascara. And before I do that, let me just curl my eyelashes with my eyelash curler. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Let me know if you want me to skip forward, or you're waiting to actually see a lipstick or something. Just leave me a comment, and I will get a move on to the lipsticks, or whatever it is you're waiting to see. Dark here in Bristol, no snow though. No, I'm sure you're the same, Sarah. This weather, sudden weather change has really played havoc with my pain levels. It's not too bad at the moment, but I'm almost afraid to say that in case it gets worse again. So anyway, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, and these are my new Surratt curlers, which are great. They're really good at getting into all the lashes. So then I do, if you do that, then it really curls them up like so. And they don't tend, can you see that? They don't tend to, I still pull my eyelid along, so I've got no lax skin there, but they don't tend to trap your skin as easily as the others. I mean, any of them have got the potential of doing that. So then you just, once you've got your eyelash in, you just move your hand up like that and give it a good squeeze for a good few seconds. And you're done. All right. Now, I wanted to show you this Tight Line mascara. Thank you also to the lady that recommended Paradise Primer to me, because I tried it and it's really good. And also to Deborah, who recommended Dior primer, which I also got, and that's really good. But I'm just going to show you this on its own. Tiny little wand, but what it does is when you do this, it's actually going to do what I just did with the stamping technique, because you let it touch the lid, so it's actually going to give you that black line just next to the lash. And it's really easy to get in to all those lashes. The only thing is I think it might run out pretty quickly, because it doesn't seem to be. I must check the amount of mascara in here. It doesn't seem to be as much. Now, likewise, when you go at the bottom of the root here, it's going to tightline a bit underneath for you as well. But what this is really good for is those lower lashes. And you will see when I do it, let me just do this one and I'll move on to the next one. You will see that I have got lashes. Yeah, it is, isn't it? So this one is called the IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. Now look, you'll see the length. At long last, you'll see the length, because I can get underneath my lower lashes with this. And you can see, you can actually get underneath and do the bit underneath. Excuse the goldfish face. And again, if you do that and you let it touch a bit, it's going to give you a tiny line on the bottom. See how you can see the length now of my lashes, and it's good for getting in to these little ones at the edge. And then once I've done that, if I want them thicker, I can go over with something else. But I just love that. It is, isn't it? It's very, very good. It's called Tightline. There you go. So it's a kind of liner. You can use it as a primer, it says. So, you can use this and then maybe use a cheaper mascara over the top. Because once you've done this, it's defined it, it's lifted it, it's done all those things. You see how I can get there in the corner and I'm not hitting my eye or my nose because it's so tiny, the wand. I must look at how much is in here. It must be on the box, which I've left in the other room. That's the only thing that worries me, is the amount. Oh, it's here in tiny writing. No, it's covered up with a product code. It just doesn't seem like there's very much in there, but then looks can sometimes be deceptive. So again, you can get right to the root, give it a bit of a wiggle, blink into it. I have to say, having tried a lot of the drugstore mascaras, I do think with mascara, you get what you pay for. And also the drugstore ones seem to be going up in price a lot. Like the Paradise mascara is like $11.99. You know, if there was a huge difference, like some of them that are £4, you can see, well, okay. But if you're paying £12, and some of these Black Friday deals, you'll get in the sort of higher end for £20 in a set, with an eyeliner and an eye makeup remover, then actually it's worth getting the higher end one. So there you go. And you can see they're very natural and fluttery. I really like that. The other thing that came in this set, when I say it's not a TSV anymore, this set, but you can still get the set. It's just not, I think it's not got as much taken off it. So the other thing that came in this set was this, which is a kind of a lip balm, but it just enhances your lips. And it's very moisturising, but it actually doesn't feel that sticky. Can you get, I don't know, I'll have a look for you. You can definitely get it on QVC. But I'll have a look for you, and if I do, I'll send you the link later, Sarah. Be careful with Amazon. You have to be careful with makeup, because sometimes you end up getting stuff that's either out of date or is not genuine. And I've ordered a couple of eyeliners from Amazon, and they've come and like they've been stored really badly, or it's come without the lid on. So you have to be very careful with Amazon with certain things. And I think with the tight line, just be careful, because you know, you don't want to get one that's dried up or anything and then have to send it back and all of that. But I'll have a look for you. But QVC might be a better option, because also they have easy payment installments as well. I would be happier if you got it from QVC than Amazon, to be honest, because it's going to be genuine. Anyway, so that's that. Now, let me just see. So what I was saying earlier, this kit, which I said was fantastic value on Charlotte Tilbury at £55, because it's about £100 worth of skin products, is now on John Lewis for 15% off. So you get it for £44. Now, the eye cream alone on Charlotte Tilbury's website, the full size is £45. And you'll get in the full size eye cream in this kit. So for £1 less, you're getting a travel size night cream and a travel size day cream. You're never going to get Charlotte Tilbury skincare, I don't think, any cheaper than that, unless Charlotte does something tomorrow on her skincare kits and reduces it again by more than John Lewis. But John Lewis have got a lot of all of their Charlotte Tilbury's products are 15% off at the moment. So have a look at that. Right. Now, yes, I wanted to go through her other products. So she has got, so Smoky Eye, which we've done. She's also got a kit with the dry mask, which you saw me using in my skincare video at the weekend, which you can use 3 times. So there's a kit with that, the clay mask, and the overnight mask, which is a self-tanner. And then she's got some lip kits. Now, I thought I'd show you some of the lip shades that are in these lip kits, because I have, not all of them, but I have some of them. And I'll tell you why I don't have the others. And it's basically, most of the time, it's to do with the fact that my shade of skin, really. So I don't have Charlotte Darling. I tried it in store and it made me look anemic. But it's very good if you've got fair skin. It's a creamy nude beige. Love her night cream. I think it reminds me of a scent I used in the 80s. Yeah. It is a beautiful scent. I can't think of the one you mean. Do you know what? I've got that now with this CC cream that I used today. It reminds me of something. And I can't remember what. Oh, it's, is it? I think it might be something, maybe Molton Brown. It's a lovely smell. Now, so Charlotte Darling I don't have, which is Hollywood Lips. So basically, she's doing 3 lip kits. So the first one is our Hollywood Lips, and you can buy 3 of them for 33% off, but you've got to buy 3 of them. And you have the choice of Charlotte Darling, Best Actress, Dolly Bird, Pin Up Pink, and Platinum Blonde. And you can get 3 of those for, oh, I should have checked the price. It's 33% off anyway, so you basically end up getting 3 for 2. Yeah, 3 for 2. So whatever the normal price is, you get about 3 for 2. Okay, so I don't have Charlotte Darling. I don't have Platinum Blonde, which is a light peachy nude. But I do have the other 3, so let me get those and I will swatch them for you. Then, before I do that, I'll tell you the other lip kits and then we'll get onto those. So she's then got a lipstick one that you can get, and you've got the choice, again, 3 for 2, 33% off, but you've got to buy 3. So Hell's Bells, Bosworth's Beauty, Electric Poppy, Legendary Queen and Love Bite. And I have got all but one of those, which is annoying because I could have taken advantage, but I've got all of them except one. So I will swatch you those. And then she's got lip liners, Savage Rose, Bad Romance, Hollywood Honey, Berry Naughty and Foxy Brown. And I did go for that because there are only 3 of her lip liners I don't have, and they're in that list. So I got the last 3 and I got the 33% off because I do actually love, I don't think anything compares to Charlotte's lip liners. I was using a MAC one yesterday and it was hard and you were having to really press on it. Charlotte Tilbury's last and last and last, and they go on really well. They don't look patchy. They're just great. So you can't really go wrong with her lip liners. And those were the only 3 I don't have. So once I've got those, I've got all of them. I love completing collections. I know I'm mad. Right, let me get on to these. So the Hollywood lipsticks. Is there any in particular people want to see? If so, shout out. But otherwise, I will just go through this list. Let me just get my lipsticks out. And I will pull out my Hollywood lips so that we have all those. Or if you want me to ask me some questions while I'm going through, that's Dolly Bird. That's Best Actress. That's Pin Up Pink. And I don't have Platinum Blonde or Charlotte Darling. Right, that was clever. They were both the 3 on top. All right, so I've got my tissue at the ready to take them off. So I will start with whatever the first one is that I pick up. This one is Pin Up Pink. Okay. These are really easy to put on because of the shape of the lip wand, which hugs your lips, and so you don't really need a liner. Let me just dip this back in, and then okay, so that is Pin Up Pink. It's a really pretty pink. Go quite well with this look, actually. And they do last quite a long time, the Hollywood lips. They last a little bit longer than the other lipsticks. Not as long as some of the other kind of paint-on liquid lips that other manufacturers do, but they do last quite a long time. So that's Pin Up Pink. So I shall take that off. And then I shall do the next one up, which is, which one have I picked up? Best Actress. So this is more of a nudie pink. That's Best Actress. I can only just about get away with that one. But if you're fairer than me, it will look lovely. So that is described as a creamy nude brown on her website. Best Actress. Okay, take that one off. Right. And the next one is Dolly Bird. And this is described on her website as a cool-toned pale pink. And it is cooler than any of her others. I mean, Charlotte doesn't do a lot of cool, to be honest. And even her coolest isn't that cool. But it is cooler than the rest. Okay, so that is Dolly Bird. Yes. You like Best Actress? Yeah, do you know what? I thought you might. And you see, because your colouring is a lot fairer than me, it would look lovely on you. It's just, I can just about get away with it. If I was any darker or I was tanned in the summer, it would be too pale. But it would look lovely on you, Sarah. But anyway, so those are now, and the other two are Charlotte Darling, which is a lighter creamy nude beige. So if you like Best Actress, then that's the lighter version of, and then Platinum Blonde, which is a light peachy nude. Those two I didn't get because they are too fair for me and make me look washed out. But those are the 5 that you have to choose from in the Hollywood Lips. So moving on, we then have the lipsticks. And I have got, out of the 5 lipsticks, she gets you to choose 3. I have got 4 of them. I don't have Hell's Bells, but it is very dark. I tried it on in the shop, and I liked it, but it's very, very dark. So be careful if you're fair, unless you like vampish lips. But it is deep berry, and it is beautiful. But I have all the others. So, hello, handsome devil. Hello, handsome devil. Hello, Robin. Don't worry, don't worry. I started a bit earlier, just in case people in Australia. The reason I've been starting earlier is because now the clocks have gone back. It's something like 5 in the morning in Australia. So going a bit earlier means that you're late. Oh, no, it was the evening people, I think. That's it. So in Australia, or is it America? I can't remember. But either America or Australia, it's like in the evening. That's right, it's Australia. So when you start at 1 o'clock, it's like 12:30 at night or whatever. So by starting a little bit earlier, I could just about get people before bedtime. So that's why I started a bit earlier. Anyway, so I've got 4 of the 5 of this lip kit that you have to choose 3 of. So first of all, Bosworth's Beauty. Let me see if I can pull these out and get them all together first. I have my little box of lipsticks. Oh, I picked it out straight away, Bosworth's Beauty. I've got them in a kind of shade. It's 7:30 a.m. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Seeing me for breakfast. Right. Miranda May, I want Electric Poppy. Where are you, Electric Poppy? You should be around here somewhere. We'll get there, we'll get there. No, these are getting darker now. It won't be there. It'll probably be in this row. Nope, not that one. Time travel. So what time is it where you are, handsome devil? I love that. I should have called myself something like that, because then you, when you're doing a live, then people have got to call you handsome devil. I love it. Makes me smile. Ooh, sunset lover, not that one. Did not live it up. Not doing very well. I got the first one straight. Electric Poppy. There's Electric Poppy. And then we got Legendary Queen, which is somewhere else. I now need Love Bite. Come on, Love Bite. Where are you? You should be near my reds. That's So Marilyn. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Love Bite. There we go, Love Bite. Yeah, and then Legendary Queen, which I've got in this other box. 1 second. And then I can swatch these all together, and I don't have to mess about. Right. Legendary Queen, which is in one of these. That's the Queen. And that's Legendary Queen. Right, here we go. So, I haven't got Hell's Bells. So, just to recap for those of you that have just joined. So, in her deal, you can get 3 for 2. Let me guess your age. Oh, do you know what, handsome devil? You are my best friend. 26 or 29? You really are. Do you know how old I am? 48. So, you are now my best friend. Maybe it's the lighting. Yes, yes, way. I'm 48. So, yeah, that's made my day. Thank you very much. Oh, I wish I was 26, 29 again. Right, let's get on to Bosworth's Beauty. Bosworth's Beauty. Okay, here we go. This one is described as a retro pink shade in a matte finish. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. You've all made my day. You've all made my day. Honestly, you have. Thank you. Right, so this one is Bosworth's Beauty, okay? Very bright retro pink. And I love wearing that sometimes because it's just really fun. So that's one of them. I can't do the, you know how people do that on some of the YouTube things. I mean, I love it. They've got the confidence to do it. But you know how they do this? I would just start laughing like I'm doing now. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't do it. So anyway, I'm just going to just be flat and a bit me, which is smile, and I don't mind doing that. There you go. So that's Bosworth's Beauty. Okay. The next one up, we've got Electric Poppy, which again is another bright one, but it does brighten up your face, and it's very youthful, actually. But obviously I don't need it. Thank you, Sarah. Right, this is Electric Poppy. I love this. Really lovely, really bright. But not, it's not as bright as Bosworth's Beauty, obviously, but I just think it's really, really nice. And it will brighten up your complexion. And if you put a little dab, just a tiny little dab, like that, and rub it in, it will just make you look like you've been out for a bit of a jog. Roses are red, violets are blue. There are more than 7 billion in the world, but none compared to you. Oh, thank you. Now, you see, I'm going to get big-headed now, and then my headband will just go boing. No, thank you very much. Right, now that's Electric Poppy, so we'll get on to the next one. But you see how you dab just a tiny bit? It'll just make you look a bit more awake, more pink-cheeked. Right, Legendary Queen. That's left a bit of a stain behind, but it won't matter. Legendary Queen. Where are you, Legendary Queen? There you are. This one's very good for the autumn because it's, what does it describe? A soft, neutral wine shade in a matte finish. Oh, are you a poet there, handsome devil? It's very sweet. Now, this is Legendary Queen. Right, and last, but not least, a lipstick called Love Bite. Now, Love Bite is a red, and you probably saw me. It's very similar to Tell Laura, but Tell Laura is a matte revolution, and Love Bite is a kissing one, so it's got more shine to it. And Love Bite will go very well with this palette because of the blacks and the, yeah, it's a good one to go with this palette. But anything will go with this palette, to be honest. There you go. So that is Love Bite. Nice classic red for you. All right. So those are the 5 that you can pick between for the Charlotte Tilbury special sale. Now, last but not least, can I ask which palette? Oh, of course, you didn't see me putting the palette on. So the palette I used was the one that she's got reduced in her sale. Where have I put it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I've gone and put it down. Here we go. It's Smoky Eye Beauty. And at the moment, she's got 33% off it. It's 30 something pound at the moment in the sale. Let me just put my box of tissues. It's this one. So you've got 3 eyeshadows. This one is First Love Blush. And then this is actually, you can't see it in this light, but it is actually Bar of Gold. And, oh, you got that one. Right, yeah. So, yeah, and I used that on my brows as well. And I used it as an eyeliner. And you can use it on any brows. I was saying earlier, if you look back later when you play back, but it's basically, you can use it. If you've got lighter brows, you can use this one on your brows. If you've got darker brows, you can mix these two together and use it on your brows. So you've got kind of almost everything in one there. Now, let me just see if I can get this off. I should have brought my wipes with me. Yeah, you know what? When people say, I always laugh when people are selling products and they say, oh, this lipstick you can use on your cheeks. And this eyeshadow you can use as a liner. I'm thinking, you can do that with any product. It's just you are clever enough to market it that way. But actually, most things, like, you can double up, because just because somebody puts something in a palette and calls it an eyeshadow doesn't mean you can't use it on your cheeks as a blush. It's pigment and mica. There's certain rules, like I wouldn't put anything near my eyelashes that were not intended to go that near your eye. You know, certain common sense things. But like for St. Patrick's Day, I put some green eyeshadow on my lips and covered it with gloss, so I had green lips. Someone said, what, that's eyeshadow? You can do that? Of course you can do that. Of course you could do it. And who's going to go out and buy a green lipstick for Paddy's Day, eh? Exactly right. Now, the last thing is the lip liners. And I'm very excited because she's given a choice of 5 lip liners and you can get 3 of them with 33% off. And I didn't have 3 of them. They were the last 3 that I didn't have of Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. So I can only show you 2, but in a couple of days I can show you the other 3 because I've ordered them. Lip liners are definitely worth it. Hang on a minute. Because they are, they're definitely worth it. They're soft, but they don't wear off. They're just, well, ask any makeup artist. Now, I mean, they're just brilliant. Now, Savage Rose, let me find Savage Rose, which should be, there we go. Savage Rose and Foxy Brown. Now, Foxy Brown is the one that people do the thing that I hate, and I'll tell you why I hate it. Charlotte uses it for that as well. Foxy Brown is the one that Charlotte uses to paint on freckles. And the reason I can't stand it, and the reason it irritates me, is a very personal reason, that I spend so long worrying about covering up hyperpigmentation that I cannot bear to see people painting freckles on when I've spent so long getting rid of brown marks on my face. But that's just my thing, right? But you can use this as a lip liner, or you can use it to paint freckles on your face. I can't bring myself to do it, but you can. It does look very like a freckle. I'll paint them on my hands. There you go. But you can use it as a lip liner as well. So let me just put on, I'll paint my lips with the entire, I might do half and half. Let's do that. So I'll use Savage Rose on this half, because this is going to be tough to get off once I put it on. And this is described as a warm, rosy red shade. This came in the Vintage Vamp set. Lovely one for autumn. So that's Savage Rose. And then Foxy Brown I use to line Very Victoria. or to put Very Victoria over. I'm not a fan of brown lipsticks, but I like it with Very Victoria. And I'll show you Very Victoria on top if you want. Now watch someone come to the door and say, weird woman, she's got half her lips painted different colours. There you go, there's a look. I'm going to start a new trend for autumn. Shall I answer the door to my other half in that this evening and say, hello dear, you've finally gone mad. It's time for the white coat. He likes me in his favourite lipstick on me is Love Bites. He likes red lipstick. It does, doesn't it? So anyway, that is, let me just show you, if I can get this side off without a wipe. Do I have any wipes near me? No. I might be able to go over the top of it. Oh, I should have brought some wipes with me. No, definitely not got any wipes. If I put Foxy Brown this side, I'll just try and go over it for now. Let's see. Actually, it'd probably look really nice mixed together. You can see that if you use these as a primer, if you put them over your entire lips. Where is Max when you need him? Who's Max? Sorry, I'm not with you. I don't quite... Do you mean Jack? Because Jack's a very good assistant. Jack, yeah. He's at school, obviously. Now, if I get Very Victoria, I love Very Victoria. And this, by the way, this isn't in her sale items, but this is the lipstick that supposedly... Hello from New York. Hope you're having a good day. Hi, Pamela. Supposedly, her name's gone from my head. Let me put it on. It'll come back to me. Meghan Markle wears this, supposedly. This is Very Victoria. Now, it looks a bit browner because of what I've put underneath. I probably would tend to just line my lips with this. With the Foxy Brown when I'm putting this on. Because actually without the liner on it, it's got a bit more pink in it. Can you see? So, let's just see if I can get some more. Anyway, that's just me playing. I might be able to remove all that now. I'll put lipstick over the top. So those are the lip kits. So, the bottom line is, if you're after a bargain from Charlotte Tilbury, if you want 3 lipsticks and they happen to be those shades, or 3 lip liners and they happen to be as I said, for me, yeah, actually, this isn't Birkin Brown, this is Foxy Brown. But very Victoria over the top, should look pinker. It should look like that, really. I don't like it as this. I'm not into brown lipsticks. I used to be in the 90s, but everyone was into brown lipsticks then. There you go, that's helped take it off. So if you like those particular lipsticks and you haven't got them, then it's a good bargain because you get 3 for 2. But if there's only one lipstick you're after, or one liner that you're after, then go over to John Lewis if you're in the UK, because they've got 15% off all Charlotte Tilbury at the moment. And the bargain, again, only if you're in the UK, I think, but have a look. They might be doing something similar for it. This kit, even if you buy this on Charlotte Tilbury, it's still a bargain, right? So this kit is £55. It has a full size of her eye cream. It has a travel size of her Magic Night Cream, which was my #1 Tilbury favourite when I did my top 10 Tilbury. And it still is. And a travel size of the Magic Cream. It's about £100 worth of product per mil. When you look at the price per mil, even though you've got 2 travel sizes, it's about £100 worth. But in John Lewis, they've got a further 15% off, so you can buy it for £44. Now, her eye cream alone on her site is £45. So for £1 less, you're getting all 3. So if you're in the UK and you go to John Lewis, if they haven't sold out, I hope they haven't, I'm telling you this, you can get this for £44. You're not going to get a skincare cheaper than that, I don't think, unless she suddenly does a deal tomorrow. That is the cheapest I've ever seen it. And I actually bought another one because at £44 I know I'm going to use it. Send you the link. What, to the John Lewis one, Sarah? Let me know what you want the link from. Or is it the link to the... Her eye cream's pretty good. It's got retinol in it. And it is pretty good. You know, I switch between eye creams, but I have used it this morning, actually. The only thing, the reason I don't use it a lot is it's quite expensive, but in this set it's not. So, and I love the night cream, and it's the night cream, the travel night cream is worth £32. Because her full size is £100, right? And this has got 15 mils in it. Her full size has got 50 mils. Yes. Oh, what, does it bother your watery eyes? Sorry, I thought you said, does it bother you having watery eyes? No, not really. No. To be honest, a lot of things make my eyes water, and they're a bit watery today, but I wouldn't say that. Oh, listen, I'm going to look back at these in a minute because they keep disappearing. And you say, not heard much. Charlotte Tilbury website, I couldn't find it. Okay. Oh, you want a link to her website? Yeah, no problem. We can chat on Messenger afterwards, Sarah, don't worry. No, it is pretty good. Just obviously with retinol, when something's got retinol in it, don't get too close to your eyes. But I wouldn't say, no, it's not really bothered my eyes. The one thing that does is if you get the Magic Cream near your eyes, that stings. So don't obviously get the Magic Cream near your eyes. You know, if you're rubbing it in, it's very easy to just sort of go a bit too far up. And a lot of people have said that, but I find that can irritate. Or if I've been putting it on and then I touch my eyes, the Magic Cream, there's something in that does, but not her eye cream, no. So anyway, any other questions before I go? Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. You like that in your eye creams? What, retinol? Yeah, well, it's there. And it's also in her night cream. Let me just look, because I've got the ingredients here. It's a certain form of retinol. I can't find it now. Beeswax, sunflower oil. Yeah, retinol. Retinol and retinol palmitate. It's also got a sorbitol tetrapalmate, which is vitamin C, but a very small amount. Which actually near your eyes, you probably wouldn't want a lot in it. Yeah, so there's some good stuff. There's shea butter in it. There is... I'm learning how to read some of these ingredients. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. You can find the skincare set. If you're interested in the skincare set, Sarah, don't get it from Charlotte Tilbury. Get it from John Lewis, because you get it for £44. Charlotte Tilbury, it's £55, which is still a bargain, but John Lewis is £44. Get it from John Lewis. I will send you the link to that. I'll definitely chat with you afterwards. Right, I'm going to go. Any other questions, just post them below. And I will see you on Friday for a Foundation Friday. All right, take care. Thanks for watching, and carry on posting any questions below. And I'm so chuffed that I've been called 29. I think someone was complimenting me a lot, but do you know what? I don't mind. That was great. Made my day. Thank you very much. And I will see you all soon. Oh, by the way, the earrings that match this are from Marks and Spencer's. Good old M&S. Okay. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.